And away they go. Darkest Dawn did not get away to the best of starts. He lost about 2 to 3 lengths as the gates opened, but Lord of the Manor came away really well with Forest Jump. Those two cut out the early pace. Heroic Deed is prominent with Cardboard Cowboy and Solicitor General. Darkest Dawn is beginning to tighten up. Astute Palace is prominent towards the inside with Storm and Norman. As they race inside the final 700 metres now and down towards the outside, Forest Jump, Lord of the Manor. Heroic Deed makes it a line of 3. Astute Palace along the inside. They were followed then by Cardboard Cowboy. Darkest Dawn is trying to get into the fray as well, but he's starting to be hard-ridden as they come down towards the final 400 metres now. Heroic Deed, Anton Marcus possibly just a narrow leader from Forest Jump. Right on the outside, Night Journey in behind them, Lord of the Manor. Purple Powerhouse and Cardboard Cowboy trying to get into the fray with Storm and Norman and Astute Palace to the inside. But Heroic Deed, this is race over. You can put the number in the frame. He's now starting to forge well clear of his opposition. Heroic Deed wins it easily. Forest Jump will get second, tight for third, possibly Purple Powerhouse just in front of Lord of the Manor. Well, Heroic Deed was pacing it out with the early leaders for the first half of the race, but when Anton Marcus pressed the button, it was race over in a matter of strides. He drifts over towards the outside, but number 12, Heroic Deed, is going to be a popular winner, I would suggest. It was a wide-open betting contest. They were betting 4 to 1 the field at one stage, but Heroic Deed makes some mockery of that. He wins like an odds-on favourite by 6 lengths or more. Forest Jump will get second. Purple Powerhouse will round off the trifecta. Lord of the Manor will round off the quartet. Further back to Cardboard Cowboy. No run at all from Darkest Dawn. He was slow out. He was under pressure at the halfway mark. Failed to kick on, but perhaps he'll come back another day and live up to his pre-race billing. But as we watch the head-on replay, you can see Anton Marcus now starting to punch Heroic Deed clear of the balance of the field. They have no answer. Forest Jump was given every chance, just didn't quicken as much as Heroic Deed did. Purple Powerhouse down the centre of the track. Lord of the Manor showed early toe and stays on nicely, but really it's a one-horse contest. Number 12, Heroic Deed, a popular winner of race 1 here at Hollywoodbets Scottsville, from Forest Jump in second. Purple Powerhouse third, Lord of the Manor fourth. Let's head back to the Teletrack studio.
Well, we've just seen Heroic Deed come through with a heroic performance despite shifting right to the outside. He's just too good for the opposition. And once again, Anton Marcus into the winner's box. Let's get Gareth Van Zyl in. Green 12, Heroic Deed. Now, you brought him along the right way, a barrier and then a race.
Yeah, Sheldon, a horse with ability and a few issues and a patient owner gives us all the chance. So it's been worthwhile. And, you know, Graham deserves it 100%. I'm delighted to be in the winner's box for him again.
Now, this is the type of horse who's going to build from this performance. He still looked quite green that last furlong.
Definitely a progressive type of a horse. I've kept him down the straight almost unwillingly. If we had a draw around the 1400 on the poly, I would have taken it. But I rather took a bad draw down the straight. I don't believe it's a bad draw. But yeah, it's baby steps for him, and there's a lot of scope for improvement.
Well done with this. The rest of your runners, anything worth throwing in?
Thanks, Sheldon. Before we go there, again to Graham, VJ and their family, Linton Ryan, who loved the horse at the KZN sale when we bought him, a big well done and a thank you. And to Anton, you know, part of this preparation, we put our heads together and a few little tricks that, you know, he told me to consider, and we did. And yeah, he was a much sharper horse today. So, you know, Anton's professionalism always helps, and it's a great asset for me as a young trainer to be able to pick on his mind. And going on to the card, I think Crusade Star will improve, a quartet horse. Rock With Me, I give him an each-way chance. Obviously got a hot favourite there. And Smiley Kylie and Candy Galore, they're doing very well at home, although perhaps hard to beat the favourite.
Well done.
Cheers, thanks.
Let's get Anton Marcus coming back, providing the punters with the win in the first. Well done, Anton.
Thank you, Sheldon.
Now, he's a horse who still seems to be learning the tricks of the trade.
He does. It was just actually really enjoyable these last 10 days, you know, just working with Gareth. We tried one or two things. I came up with a small suggestion. Gareth came up with a suggestion, you know, and just a big thank you to him.
That's the thing. You work as a team, a little bit of ideas here and there. You fine-tooth comb it, and you come out together.
You know, Sheldon, it's trial and error. And, you know, as jockeys, we do have opinions, and all that we say, whatever we've got to say, just take 1/3. And, you know, the trainers spend a lot more time with the horse than what we do, so they've obviously got a better idea of what's actually needed. But, you know, you take 1/3 of what we suggest and, you know, use it, don't use it.
Now, you've got some competitive rides coming out. I won't keep you in the heat too much. Maiden Hollywood, you've got Imperial Rage, and another horse who's fancied, Vomandla. Who would be your next best?
You know, clearly on paper, if you look at it, you would think the Maiden in the 1950. You know, truth be told, I'm not too sure what to expect. You know, he doesn't show you a tremendous amount at home. You know, even I'm not convinced. You know, it's more going out there on a wing and a prayer. And I'm hopeful. You know, if he wins, it's easy afterwards. But if he doesn't win, it certainly wouldn't be a shock, Sheldon, what he's shown us. But he does bring Cape Town form to the race, which the majority of the time tends to be a little bit stronger, you know. So fingers crossed. Maiden Hollywood, I mean, if she brings her A game, I say that every time, you know.
Just a matter of keeping the shoes on and everything going right. She never seems to go things right.
She doesn't, you know. I still believe she's got another one in her, you know, whether it's in a handicap. Today, clearly she's out with Wave, but Wave's also got to bring that rating, you know, to the party. So I'm hoping, Sheldon, because once again, just a big thank you to Gareth as well.
Thanks for that.
Thank you very much.
Let's get the winning connections through. They're going to come and have a chat, and Heroic Deeds done the business for them. Coming to the course today, you are looking for the win.
Yeah, certainly. You know, we took our time with this horse. Firstly, I'd like to thank Gareth van Zyl and his team, and then thank Anton Martens for a brilliant ride. Obviously, this horse had a few nigglers, and we've been taking our time with her, and obviously think she's right now. So it's just a matter of see what she can do after this.
Well, there's plenty champagne. Enjoy.
Thank you very much.
Super. Thanks. And then the winning groom, if we pan across, green 12, well done do Pumzele and Nomtandoza Duma, the hanger 1,000 Rand token there. That is the running of the first. Heroic Deed, much the stronger.